North Carolina uses the essential standards to determine what material students should know by the end of their science courses in high school. These standards were designed to be very loose and allow each local educational authority to design their own specific curriculum for their students. This means that each student across the state has to meet the NC essential standards, and will likely also have other standards to meet as determined by their school system. The essential standards promote inquiry-based instruction to develop critical thinking and a conceptual understanding of the science content. They require that teachers provide opportunity for students to engage in hands-on and minds-on activities. Looking through the NC Essential Standards, there are several standards and objectives that require teachers to directly educate their students about natural resources and their importance. Some standards require teachers to discuss the human impact on the lithosphere, or how humans use water. Within standards like these, teachers are given the opportunity to discuss natural resources and the effects that human behavior can have on the surrounding environment. Teachers can also take this opportunity to promote the importance of recycling resources and reducing our consumption of them. One standard requires teachers to evaluate human behavior and its impact on creating a sustainable world. This standard, and the subsequent objectives, offer a prime opportunity to discuss conservation of resources and topics such as shifting to greener energy sources. One way that teachers can integrate natural resource education into their classrooms is through labs. These give students the opportunity to see resources in action and learn about how humans can directly impact them. A common lab involves teaching students about rivers. They discuss velocity, discharge, pH, and dissolved oxygen in the classroom, and then take to the field to see these in action. While visiting the river, students take turns testing the water and documenting the results to use later in class. This way, students are able to see real-life examples of the resources they've talked about in class. After everyone has a chance to use the equipment and run tests on the river, students return to the classroom to make sense of the data they found. Teachers have several options of what to do with the student data. One option, that also ties in previous lessons about pollution, is to have students use a map of the river that they took the data from and make estimates about how long it would take for pollution at one location to impact another. Students are given a location on the river where toxins were accidentally spilled. They then have to find the distance between that point on the river and the location they took their data from. Using the velocity data from the lab, students can determine approximately how long it would take for these pollutants to reach their location on the river. Each school will have different requirements for their science curriculums, but teachers are definitely given the freedom to discuss the importance of resources in their classrooms. By integrating labs and other inquiry-based activities in their classrooms, teachers can ensure that their students are learning about the impact that their behavior has on the world around them.
All right. So we got our water, we got our rocks, we got our sediment. Hey, that's life. Let's go.